Hey, happy Monday, guys. What's going on? Just hopping on this evening. Just wanted to talk about just kind of my last 24 hours. So, didn't feel very good last night. Kind of felt like shit. Obviously, I didn't get up at 5:30 like some of you pointed out. That's because by the time 5:30 rolled around, I had only been asleep for about 2 hours. Shannon, what's up, brother? So, that brings me to my point. So, it's always you versus you. It doesn't matter what you're doing, what your goals are, where you live, God you believe in. At the end of the day, guys, it's always you versus you. And so for me, obviously, not feeling well last night really threw a chink in my plan that I had spent about 3 hours yesterday that I discussed on my video last night, putting into place, right? So didn't get up, took time to focus on getting the rest my body needed. But after I got the rest, I went right back into action. Because I think we've all been there, right? That, what's up, James? We've all been in those places, right? And this has just been such a long story of mine where have you guys ever felt like you're just in this cycle of, you start something and you do it for a while, and then you either think you get the hang of it or you kind of just get unmotivated, demotivated, and you stop doing it. And then it takes some time for you to have that again, and you just get stuck in the cycle. That's called the good enough cycle. Let's see what's Shannon say. Get my leg workout in. Nope. Oh yeah. So late. Oh yeah. Get it in, brother. I'm about ready to go do a long walk with my family. That'll be my fitness for today. But anyway, the good enough cycle. Like at some point in our lives, we always get stuck in this cycle where, you have these huge goals set out and you have these things in place, and then you start something and you feel like everything is out to get you. If you ever feel like everything is out to get you, that is the good enough cycle. That is a place that you're at that you feel like no matter what you do, you can't get out of. And I'm here to tell you that is the wrong type of thinking, because at the end of the day, it's you versus you, And I remember, I'm 38. I remember in my 20s, I was pretty fit in my 20s, muscular, slim, right? I was a firefighter. So I knew I had to stay in shape. And all of the older men that I talked with, especially at the fire department, they used to tell me yeah, when you get older, man, you just get fat, testosterone goes down. And I remember telling myself, that's not going to be me. Well, guess what, guys? In my late 20s and my early 30s, that was me. I got fat, I got lazy, I got complacent, I got depressed, and most of all, my mind got weak. And when I did a video a couple weeks ago, I showed that picture of me. I made it the cover of my fucking video here on Instagram. I exposed who I used to be. I said the internal reflects the external. And it's because I was stuck in that good enough cycle. I would start working out is something I had to do, and then I would come back. We see this, and I always use weight or, being overweight. It's very, very critical in every aspect that you do, but I always use it because guess what, guys? 70% of Americans are overweight. So it's always a good example for me to try and connect you to see what I'm trying to teach you. For me, I got weak. I got weak mentally as a man. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel a sense of purpose. And it's all because I had that weakness inside me. Because I was not winning the daily battle of me versus me. And that's what it comes down to. Motivation is only going to get you so far. Motivation may get you to start something, but it's not going to get you to finish something. It's the discipline and the daily actions and the daily consistency that's going to see you through to whatever your target may be. So that's why every day it's you versus you. Now, as I sit here today, I have every reason to be in bed right now. I don't feel 100%. I didn't get sleep last night. Yep, motivation is bullshit. I have every reason that I could give myself right now to say, Paul, you don't need to go for a walk. You don't need to do everything you've been doing. Those are emotional reasons. And that's not the guy that I want to be. Because if I stick to those emotional reasons, I'm going to reason myself out of doing what I have committed to do. How many of you guys been there in life? I'd venture to guess it's been quite a few. So I got a few hours of sleep last night, but what I did was I went back to what I've set out to do, my targets. So once I got the rest that I needed, I got up, and you saw, if you watch my stories, I did the cold plunge. Didn't feel great. I still did it anyway. Don't care. I did my meditation. Didn't feel great. Don't care. Don't feel great right now. I'm going to go for a walk. That's going to be my exercise. Yep, absolutely. Anyone can execute when things are going well and easy. Been there, broke those habits, changed every ounce of his life. Those are the facts, guys. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to sit down and go, yep, I won this game. I won this game against myself, against my emotions. And that quote that I love, that I ended up changing, the quote used to be, you only win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. Well, I now change that to, you only win when your facts are stronger than your feelings. And the facts that I've set out for myself are completely different. These things, core 4, the code, all these things are non-negotiable for me. They're an obsession for me. They aren't something that I have to do. Working out is not something that I have to do. It's something that I am obsessed with doing. Because if I don't get it in at every day, then I don't feel like I'm winning that game of me versus me. Because I'm not going to go back to that pain that I was in when I used to be that guy. I used to be the guy who would come home, emotionally not be there for my wife or kids, come home, depressed, chip on my shoulder, not feeling confident. Every man should feel fucking confident. Every man should feel that. You don't think, if you don't feel confident in your body and how you look, you think you can go in and lead a team in your business or your job? Or if you're in sales, you think you can go close a high dollar sales if you don't feel confident within yourself? Hey, what's up, BB Rocks? It's a farce, guys. If you can't feel confident within yourself, everything else is affected. Your marriage, your relationship with your kids, your business or your job, your connection with your creator or God, it's all relevant. It all connects to each other. And how do I know? Because I'm living it every day. That's why I want to show you how to live it every day. You don't need the master blueprint. You need the master with the blueprint. And that is something I've done for me by making sure that I win every day. Every day it's versus me. That's how I have this blueprint. Because I was in the pits of hell. I was a man who didn't feel confident, didn't feel attractive to my wife. And God, she's a saint. So if you don't feel confident as a man on how you look, what are you going to do? You know you got to work out, yet you choose not to do it. Because you look at it as something you have to do as opposed to something you need to be obsessed with. And it becomes who you are. Me working out, me getting in the cold plunge, me following a certain way I eat, me meditating daily, it's who I am. It's not things that I have to do. And once you flip that script and you get that right in your mind and you have that mental fortitude, you can't unsee it. So yes, I feel like shit today. Yes, I did not sleep last night. I can't just go, oh, I'm going to press pause. It's who I am. Living core 4 is who I am. This blueprint is who I am. Because this blueprint is the path that I have set out for myself to achieve my wild ass crazy dreams. I'm a husband. I'm a father. We homeschool our kids. I run a business with my wife. We do a podcast. I'm an investor in 5 different companies. I'm not saying this to boast. I'm saying this because this is the blueprint that I've created for myself and my family and my legacy. So at the end of the day, it has to be you versus you. And you have a choice to make. And you know what? It took me 8 years to get this right. 8 years to figure out what the hell it was I was doing. And then I got it. It changed the entire landscape for me. Changed how I looked at a lot of things in my life. But when I got up today, my choice wasn't you're going to just stay in bed, watching movies, Netflix, and chill. You're going to do things to propel yourself forward the path you've laid out. Got a lot of shit accomplished today. From my bed, from my laptop, still did the cold plunge. I'm not saying you guys have to do a cold plunge. I'm just saying you have to figure that out and what that looks like for you. My stuff is completely different. But in this blueprint that I have created is the framework to do that for whoever you are. So if you're like me and you're fucking tired of not being a confident man, if you're tired of not feeling like you have a purpose, if you're tired of feeling stuck and you just don't know where to go, and you feel like, I don't really have anybody to talk to, they don't know what I'm going through, have you consider there's a whole brotherhood behind me that can help you get unstuck. They can help you feel confident. That can help you improve your marriage. Again, you don't need the master blueprint. You just need the master with the blueprint. I have the blueprint. So if you're interested in having a more in-depth conversation with me, shoot me a direct message. I handle all my own stuff, so it's me you're talking to. So with that, guys, make the choice of moving forward every day. Life is short. Every day is not going to be easy. It's going to be blissful. In fact, there's probably far too many days when you have obstacles that you're going to face. So you got to be that person that wants to make that choice. Do you move forward or do you retreat and go back? So with that, guys, again, if you're interested, shoot me a DM. I'd love to have a conversation with you, tell you about what it is that I'm doing with other men, other business owners. Yeah, have a great Monday night, and we'll see you here again tomorrow.